All right, so you want to grab your assets, whether it's there's a lot of YouTube thumbnails out there. There's a couple of simple ones and a couple of advanced ones that you could do. And there's some ones that are more common than others. So let's go over the ones that are common, right? All right, let's say this is you, right? You grab a picture of yourself and you have yourself pointing, or what you call a shock face thumbnail, right? So the quickest way to do this, right? If you are new to Photoshop completely, so the quickest way to do this is grab your magic wand tool right here. Then you're going to click on this guy anywhere. And then on top, it says select subject. So what it's going to do is just going to select the subject, which is yourself, and it's going to crop out the background, which that's what you want. You want the background to be cropped. You don't want the background. And this doesn't matter. This is a plain pink background. It doesn't matter what background you're in. You could be in your living room, your house, whatever you want. But this will find you and crop everything out quick and easy. So you click on that, go to select subject, then you go right on your mask, and then boom, there's a clean crop out. Now there's a couple of ways to do this, right? I hit command T or control T, rotate, scale up, and you got that right there. So I'm gonna just title this, and then for the background, I'm just gonna put a gradient over it or whatever. But let me title it the title that I have. Press T. Probably make it blue. And you want to add colors that basically you want to add colors that like basically pops out. You know, what we're going to do with the guy and what we're going to do with the background, we're going to make it pop out so more viewers could view and click on the thumbnail. So, all right, the words kind of came out too small. I don't know why, but we're going to just do control T and scale it up. Now, font selection is very important. You want to pick a font that basically is nice and bold. Also, you want to, some words you want to isolate it than others. Like say if for 2023, that's the point. That's the clickbait here. You want to make 2023 basically bigger than everything else. So let me go ahead and I'm not going to use this font. This font is based upon another video that I was editing. Boom. Something like that. This is what you want to do. So I'm just going ahead and delete 2023, right? Then I'm going to put YouTube and thumbnail on the same line, right? And then I'm going to increase, I'm clicking on the check boxes. Then I'm going to do my 2023. Scale it up. Your Photoshop might not do what my Photoshop is doing for some reason. By default, it's pitting the font as a 2.3, which is terrible. 2.4. But all I'm doing is controlling T and bringing it up. Now let's align these words out. Let's align these words better. Let's tilt this up. Scale it more. Move it over. Move it down here. Right, and then let's create the background. So by default, they already have a background locked in. You could either double click on that. This will pop up. You click OK. You can utilize what they have, or you can create another layer by clicking down here. So what you want to do, you just want to create a gradient. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. With my gradient tool right here. Now, what's neat about Photoshop that they created presets of gradients that you could use. So, or you want to work based upon what pops. So I want to make a yellow background basically. So let me find, and if they don't have like a yellow kind of tone that I could use, you can always go back down here where these boxes is at. Then you want to click on the color where the box at, and then go ahead and select yellow. All right, that looks good. Now you want to take your guy, add a stroke on him. All right. So you want to add a drop shadow, and then you're done basically. And what you can do is you could click and highlight all these right here. We just Command J. Then I'm gonna put this in a folder, right? So I'm gonna group these together. I just click and drag all these and group them together. And what I can do is Control T on the whole entire thing, minimize it, and toss it right in there. So it's kind of like funny thing where, okay, you have your video and this is a video on a video, and then there you go. You know, you have it right there. So probably somewhere where there's an empty space. So I'm gonna move my guy. So I'm playing around with this thing. Move everything down. I could probably put this down here. Then move this over here. Increase it. So he's pointing at the words. And then I'm going to put a box. I'm going to create like a box around this. So like every YouTube thumbnail, it's a box within YouTube. So you're going to put it right there. Something simple. So I'm going to press M for my rectangular marquee tool up here. Go to my paint bucket tool, Shift G, or continue clicking G. I want to drop white in this selection here. So I click and drag to make the box, and I'm going to drop white in it. There you have it. Then with the guy in particular, since I created a mask and I clicked on the mask tool, I could just legitly delete these edges here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on my paint brush. Make sure black is selected under here. Then I'm going to just brush over this thing right here. Fade them out nice and neat. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually, because I see what's going on, I'm going to remove the drop shadow. Remove the drop shadow for this one. This is how to make a traditional YouTube thumbnail. This is very common. The style is very common on YouTube. So